Hi, welcome to class today. Today we're going to be talking all about relationships. Now when I say relationships, I don't mean your boyfriend and girlfriends, but I mean the relationships within organisms in an ecosystem. Today we'll explore two different kinds, predator and prey and symbiotic relationships. So here are a couple examples of things that I thought of for each of those types of relationships.
Hello.
Well, hi!
Name's Bruce. It's all right, I understand. Why trust a shark, right?
When a lone lioness approaches, they panic. Her presence has triggered a stampede. Now, the challenge is to isolate a target without being trampled. She seeks out the weak and the slow. Animals that can't keep up with the herd.
There's one tree that never has any competition, thanks to an incredible symbiotic relationship it shares with an ant. The swollen thorn acacia and its namesake, the acacia ant, have developed harmonious roles in each other's lives. The ant's role is as protector. If any of those vines try to steal the acacia's light, the ant's security guards go to work. A few good chomps on the vine stems, and it's lights out for the vine.
Hopefully those videos cleared up a little bit the difference between predator-prey and symbiotic relationships. Now, as we mentioned before, each organism plays such an important role in the ecosystem. There was a really good example of this a couple years ago that happened near Yellowstone that we'll show you a little bit more about. An example of this occurred in the northwestern United States near the early 1900s. At this time, farmers began pressuring the United States government to do something about all the wolves in their area. The government thought about it and came up with a program called the Predator Control Program, which basically wiped out all the predators in the area, wolves being one of them. Now with the wolves gone, you might think that might be a great thing. Get rid of all the predators and everything else thrives. But it wasn't so. Particularly in that area in Yellowstone, started going downhill after that. See, the wolves, they fed on the elk there. But without the wolves, the elk population started getting out of control and growing uncontrollably. Now, why was that such a bad thing? As the elk population grew, they started eating a lot more. And so they started damaging a lot of the elms and the other deciduous plants in that area. With the loss of these plants, the soil started eroding due to water. Every time it rained, there weren't the roots of the trees and plants to hold the soil in place. And so the soil's quality started declining. In addition to that, wolves are competitors to coyotes, and so without the wolves to compete with, the coyote population was also getting out of control. And so everything in Yellowstone just started going wrong. And so the U.S. government, they said, maybe we'll bring and try and come in and have hunters hunt the elk, and that will do the job. But it didn't work out that way. And it wasn't until they reintroduced the wolves that it was able to come back to equilibrium. Crazy, huh? Who knew that the wolves played such an important role? In an ecosystem, each little individual detail plays a vital role. They are all so important. As you think about that, you can think about our role in our ecosystem as well. As humans, what role do we play in our ecosystem?